Before we get into the video today, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the studio behind Speed Culture Studio. So here it is. This is the studio, Speed Culture Studios. Also shared space with my daughter's little business here, Katera's Closet. Check out her Mercari store if you are into girls fashion, which I suspect you're not. But this is the place, or will be going forward, the place where the magic happens, I guess you will say. Great space for, editing videos, filming some discussion videos potentially. This works great as a stand for which my daughter can hang her clothes to take pictures of. Obviously the lighting, but actually this is an easel for canvases. To paint, if you can imagine painting. I've done a little paint work in the past, so we're set here. This is a complete studio. I think it's pretty badass. There's some inventory. Designed and created this room, and I'm pretty pumped about it. It's been this way since shortly after we moved into the house, so it's been a couple of years, but it's served as a spare bedroom that no one stays in. So we have a different guest bedroom, but finally just wanted to get it set up to be used for what I originally intended it for, which was kind of an art studio. And so creation, business, all sorts of stuff happening in this room, so I dig it. I was brainstorming for some ideas for the channel last night, and I thought of something I might want to do with this guy here, custom mid pipe. Oh my gosh, stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping in. Today it's another beautiful day here in Greenville, South Carolina. My allergies are flaring up, so if you see me red or watery-eyed here in the next several minutes, I apologize, whatever. The car is super dirty because it's polleny, it's springtime, and it's awful. So we're gonna go cruise around, wash the car, chit-chat a little bit before we get put on lockdown here in South Carolina. We're like one of the holdout states at this point, dealing with this COVID-19 coronavirus nonsense.
You'll notice I was not here over the weekend. I think this is the part that we really need to take personal responsibility for. Saturday, I had a little low-grade fever.
So we're gonna go make the most of our day, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Oh my God, for real. Actually heading to the post office first before we watch the car. My daughter actually sold a couple of things already on her little Mercari store. Finally got her talked into doing it. I mean, had to go through the whole thing. Why do you want to work for somebody else your entire life? I'm talking from experience, right? You have the opportunity, you got inventory, a bunch of clothes you can't wear or don't want to wear or whatever. Why don't you start listing them up and selling them? Make a little money, build some inventory, and just keep it going, a cycle. 14 years old, just make a bunch of money. You're out of school right now. Nobody can do anything because of this damn virus. Might as well make a few bucks, right? So I'm having a little bit of a problem with the car, guys. The radiator fan is kind of blowing at high speed. Oh shit, I think I want to turn there. It seems like all the time. Every time I pull in the driveway, the fan is turning fast. And the car's not getting hot or anything. Temperature stays really consistent. But from what I hear, the fan being on constantly like that, kind of the next step is it not working, and then you will overheat. So I think the fix is to replace that fan module that's mounted to the radiator support, I guess, on the backside. You can see it without taking the bumper off, which is good. I think you can find them anywhere between $35 to $50 or something like that. But what I'm hearing is that shops are charging a bunch of money to replace them. But I think I'm just going to order one and replace it, see if that does it. If I remember, I'll I'll show you on camera what the module actually looks like. But that's the problem currently. Otherwise, the car's knock on wood, running pretty well. So you guys, can you hear it? The car's warmed up, but fan should not be. I don't think the fan should be going right now. And it is. So the module, here, let me shut the car off. The little module is right where, I was trying to get the light in here for you, but that square box right there. We get that module switched out, hopefully that will have a little better control over the fan. Other than that, I think we're in decent shape. Knock on wood. You know how I feel about saying stuff about the car. I'm not sure what happened, guys. I just filmed a bunch of POV footage. Got a bunch of cool clips driving around the Greenville area with the Q50 today, and for some reason when I try to download the footage to the computer, it converts it into all slow motion. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not sure really what the rest of this video is going to entail because of that, actually. So we'll see what we come up with. Stick around. Maybe this will be a video, maybe it won't. But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, and hopefully the rest of this video goes a little bit better. I guess we can't use the GoPro until we figure this out, but let me know in the comment section below if you have any experience with the GoPro. This is the GoPro Hero 6 Black. Maybe I got something wrong in the settings. I've gone through, everything is normal, but for some reason it's converting it to slow motion. Here's an example. Every single clip I got turned out like this. Starts out normal speed and then slows down. So I guess that whole morning was a waste, but I'll just show you some other random clips that I got and some stills, and I guess talk about the rest of the stuff I want to talk about. So first things first, guys, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening because of this virus, of course. There are people losing their jobs already. People are afraid to lose their jobs. So it's forcing us to rearrange our priorities, I guess you'd say, especially those of us in the car community that are generally used to spending a bunch of money on our vehicles and going out on drives and, you know, attending meets and things like that. But I think it's important right now that we really do take into consideration the impact that our actions are having on the greater populace. I don't mean to get all deep here with this conversation, but the point is that the age group that watches this channel, the age group that is involved in this particular car community, you know, 20s into 30s and early 40s are the majority of the subscribers to this particular channel, and we're actually the group that can do the most. But it seems to be that we're the group that is potentially having the most harmful impact. And I say that because, of course, we all love our freedom, and I do myself. I love car meets. I love going to Cars and Coffee. I love getting in, you know, meeting up with groups of friends, talking about cars and working on cars and things of that nature. And we all want to say F the police and, you know, F this and F the virus and all that stuff and be tough and cool and, you know, go to our meets and do everything like we normally do. But the fact is that, you know, we're relatively healthy folks in, you know, this age group. And we may not be getting sick, or we may not have necessarily a threat to lose our life with this virus, but we can carry it to our parents and our grandparents. And the only reason that we're being told we can't do these things and we can't gather in large groups and we can't have car meets and Cars and Coffee is because the death toll continues to rise and the number of positive test results coming back continue to rise. And the only way that we're going to get back to life as normal is for those numbers to plateau or, you know, start to decrease. And the only way for that to happen is for us to stop the spread of this damn virus. And the only way we can do that is stop going to these meets and stop gathering with groups of friends. There was a group just last night in the town of Greenville, or in the city of Greenville, having a block party. A bunch of 20-something-year-olds. Guys, this is not going to help. I know we want to continue on with our meets, and we want to continue being part of the car community, but we can sacrifice for 2 weeks. 14 days, that's all it would take. We just got to sacrifice for a couple of weeks. I think we can all survive it. You know, play your games. You know, hang out on Facebook. Share pictures and stuff on Instagram. Stay home. Take care of business at home. But for cripe's sakes, let's just do our part right now and help slow this thing so we can get back to life as normal. We want everyone to get back to work. We want the economy to come back stronger than ever. And the only way to do it is to help these numbers start to decline. So we got to do our part, guys. That's all I want to say about that. But don't worry, guys. There's a lot of things that we can do to stay active in the community, right? And feel like we're doing something car related during this time where we have to just kind of sit back and wait things out. It's a great opportunity to get your garage dialed in. You know, get rid of some of that crap that you have laying around, sell some of the extra parts you have that you've been holding on to for no reason. You know, do a deep cleaning, get that thing situated. I know that's one of my top priorities. Another thing is, you know, put a good detailing on your car. Even if you're not comfortable polishing it or you don't have the proper tools, give it a nice clean. A good interior detail goes a long way as well. And clean those engine bays up, for crying out loud. It's easy enough to use a nice water-based cleaner to get that thing shining sweet. Maintenance is a good thing to take care of right now. You know, change the oil. It's relatively inexpensive to change your oil. Change the rear gear fluid, another relatively inexpensive thing to make sure your car is running top notch. Check for exhaust leaks and check your tire pressure. There's just a lot of things you can do to get your hands on your vehicle, learn about your car, learn the ins and outs of the vehicle, do some extra research. I mean, it's a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about your particular platform. Practice your photography skills and your video editing skills. I know I'm going to have to do that during this time period as well. And if you're fortunate enough to not be on all-out lockdown right now, go ahead and take a drive while you still can, but do it by yourself. Let's enjoy the open roads and enjoy your car as much as you possibly can during these crazy times, and you know, share information and share pictures and share jokes with your friends on the Facebook groups and in the forums. But let's do our part and avoid the large gatherings right now. Let's try to stop this thing. Let's do our part and slow things down so we can get moving forward back to normal. Update on the little dents in the hood and the roof of the car, by the way. Where is it? Right there, you can see it. Oh my gosh. A little update. The tree that the big branch fell out of is actually in the neighbor's yard. So therefore, the landlord of the office will not be paying for it. However, my employer said that generally, of course, the stuff would go on like the property insurance or the renter's insurance that you have on the building. But because it only is going to cost $230 to repair these, it's not really worth making the claim. They, out of the kindness of their hearts, and they are good people, just said they would probably just cut me a check to get it repaired. So that's great. So the guy at the paintless dent removal place said the hood will be easy. He can pop that out in 20-25 minutes, you know, with the glue and a plunger or whatever. And he'd charge about $50 for that normally. But because the one on the roof has a little bit of a crease in it, he doesn't think he'll be able to pull that one, so he'll have to drop the headliner, unfortunately, which takes a couple of hours. So that one's going to be $150 or so, 160 he said. So between 50 and 60 for the hood, and 150 or so for the roof. So yeah, $230 total. He said 3 or 4 hours. So not terrible. We're going to get it repaired, I suppose, once this freaking virus goes away, and then we'll get it all taken care of, so it'll look good as new. Hopefully they don't mess up the headliner. Anyway, guys, stay busy, stay active in the car community, but do your part, and let's kind of isolate ourselves for the next couple of weeks. Let's get this thing gone and done with, so we don't have to worry about it anymore, so we can get back to life as normal, and all of us that are out of work currently can get back to work and providing for our families. So that's my request to you all. Good luck to everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for the thumbs up and the subscribers. Thank you guys very much as well. So we'll see you in the next video.